I just built this amazing no-code AI agent army that's capable of automating everything in your life, including your emails, your calendars, your company knowledge, your personal expenses, and everything else. This could be applied to any industry. So I'm going to show you exactly how to build this step by step. But first, I'm going to go ahead and start with a quick demo so you can see what this thing is capable of. And then we're going to go ahead and build this thing out. Now, for those of you who are familiar with n8n, they recently released their new update for their AI agent, which is incredible, which allows you essentially an orchestration agent layer. So you can add AI agents as a tool within your agent. So if you just click on the tool and search for AI agent, now as you can see right here, you can add the AI agent as a tool that's capable of having its own tools and memory and chat model and everything else. So that way you can basically automate and have the orchestration agent run all of the sub agents. Again, if you're not familiar, don't worry. I'm going to show you step by step how to build this thing. So let's go ahead with start with a quick demo, and then we're going to move on to the tutorial. So right now for the trigger, I'm just using a chat message, but this could be done via phone. You can use Telegram and everything else. And I'm going to show you exactly what the different options available. So let me go ahead and open the chat here. And first thing I'm going to do is just basically ask it a few questions about my personal expenses. Or actually, you know what? I'm going to start with sending an email. I'm only going to tell this to send an email to John, and it's going to automatically grab the contact information from this agent and then use this agent to send that email. So let's go ahead and do that. Send an email to John and tell him that unfortunately I can't attend the meeting tomorrow at 12 because I completely forgot that I had a doctor's appointment. So there you go. I put the chat right there. Again, I'm just using my voice here, but I'm going to press enter. So as soon as I press enter, now you'd see that the orchestration agent is now going to utilize this company knowledge base because this is where the contact for John exists. So as you can see right here. And then afterward, it's going to utilize the email agent. There you go. And to send that email, and without doing anything, I'm not doing anything here. It's automatically grabbing everything itself. And as you can see right here, it says, perfect. I've sent an email to John at john@gmail.com because that's exactly what the email was there, letting him know that you're not able to attend the meeting tomorrow at 12. Because of your doctor's appointment. So let's go ahead and take a look at my email here quickly. And there you go. As you can see, the email was sent, and it was sent 0 minutes ago. So it was sent right now. And it's sent to John, and it says, hi, John. I want to let you know that unfortunately I won't be able to attend the meeting tomorrow at 12. I completely forgot that our doctor's appointment scheduled at that time. Apologies for the inconvenience that this may cause. Best regards, Zubair. Very, very simple, very professional. So you can see it completely did all of that by itself. So now let's go ahead and take a look at I'm going to use the calendar agent. So tomorrow let's have these couple of meetings, and I also had this busy block here. So I'm just going to ask it to give me all of the meetings that I have for tomorrow. So let me go ahead and ask that. Hey, can you tell me what meetings do I have tomorrow? So I'm going to press enter. So this is going to send that. As you can see, the orchestration agent is now going to decide that it's going to use the calendar agent and get events. And then afterward, it's going to utilize that and go back to orchestration and tell me exactly what are the different meetings. There you go. So these are the different meetings that I have. As you can see, perfect, right? So that's how simple it is. That's how easy it is for us to essentially create this orchestration agent that's capable of controlling all of these sub agents. Now I'm going to utilize this other personal expense agent to ask him a few questions about, let's say, my budget that I spent for last year on advertisement. Again, these are just fictitious data that's sitting inside this Pinecone vector database. So let me go ahead and do that. Hey, can you tell me, I completely forgot, how much money that I spent the last quarter of 2024 on advertisements? So there you go. I'm going to press enter. So now it's going to know to reach out to this particular agent. There you go. As you can see, it's reaching out to the personal expense agent. And now it's going to go back to the orchestration agent, and it's going to give me the answer. There you go. So let me pull this up. All right. As you can see right here, in last quarter of 2024, you spent total of $3,100 on advertisements, broken down as follows: October, November, December. Perfect. So as you can see, all of this works. And again, we can go ahead and test other stuff out, but that kind of goes to show you that what this thing is capable of. All right. Now that you know, let's go ahead and start building this thing out from scratch. So I'm going to go ahead to my blank workflow. For those of you who are new to n8n, if this is your first time, I'm going to put the link in the description. You can go ahead and create a 14-day free account, 14-day free trial, and you will end up right here. So all you have to do is just come to your blank workflow here. So the first thing with n8n, it always starts with a trigger. So in our case, we're using the trigger as a chat, but we can use other triggers as well. Now, for those of you who had seen my previous kind of AI agent army that I created, so that one looks like this. As you can see, I was using Telegram, so we can use Telegram there as well. For this particular one, we had created a commander agent that I called, and then underneath it as a tool, we had basically for each agent, we had to attach these sub workflows that was calling an agent that was sitting on another workflow. So basically an email agent that you can see right here, or a calendar agent, would look something like this, where we would have to have like when executed by another workflow trigger that would reach out to this, and then it would send that information back to our commander agent, and then it would respond. So with this new update, what n8n did is essentially give the AI agent the ability to add the AI agent as a tool. So now you can essentially create the same exact thing here without the need to have separate workflows there. Again, let's go ahead and build this thing so that way you can see what I'm talking about. So let's go ahead, and as a trigger, I'm just going to actually go to AI agent here, because it will automatically bring in the chat trigger. So there you go. Oops, it's really zoomed in. All right. So now, as you can see, this when chat message received, this is automatically connected to our AI agent. So the first thing is, for your AI agent, we need to be able to add a chat model. Now, a chat model is essentially the brain of the AI agent, because this is kind of an agent that's able to, or this is the main agent, the orchestration agent. So you want to make sure you're attaching a really good model. So I'm going to use Anthropic in Claude, because that's one of the best models in the market, Claude 4 Sonnet. So if you don't know how to add your Claude account, all you have to do is click on new credentials. You can go ahead and go to your Anthropic and create an API key, come here and paste it, click on save. Your account will be saved. Obviously, you have to have some money in there, otherwise this won't work. But if you want to use something free, you can use like a Grok chat model or something like that as well. And obviously, you can use OpenAI there as well. For memory, this is important to have a memory, so that way your agent is able to remember a previous conversation. I'm just going to use the simple memory that's default by n8n. All right, so we added the chat model and then the memory. So now let's go ahead and add the tool. So as you can see right here, I'm adding the tools, add these AI agent as separate tools. And then within those sub agents, that tools, they have access to, or you can add more tools to it, right? So let's go ahead and do that. So now I'm going to go ahead and click on tool. This is going to open up the recommended tools here. So I'm going to search for AI agent. By the way, if you don't see this AI agent tool as a tool, it just means that you need to update your n8n. So make sure you're updating your n8n if you don't see this AI agent as a tool. So let me go ahead and do that again. So I'm going to click on AI agent tool. So this is going to automatically open up almost the same type of interface as you were to just have your AI agent in general. So as you can see, I can move this thing around now, and it says AI agent tool. And this AI agent tool has its own, you can add its own chat model, its own memory, and its own tools, just like your main AI agent here. So let's go ahead and add a chat model. So for here, you can add the same thing. You can add Anthropic, or this time I'm going to go ahead and add OpenAI. So same thing, I'm just going to use maybe GPT 4.1. There you go. And same thing for your OpenAI account. If you don't have an OpenAI account, you can just go ahead and add your credentials just by copying and pasting your API key from your OpenAI. Memory, same thing. Actually, I don't have to worry about adding memory here. So I'm going to go ahead and add a tool. And then now for the tools, so let's go ahead and build the email agent and calendar agent, and we can talk about the rest as well. So this time for the tool, I'm just going to go look for Gmail. There you go. So you can add the Gmail tool here. And there's multiple operations within your Gmail tool. You can send email, reply email, mark email as read. You can get emails, right? You can delete emails and all of that stuff. Same thing if you don't know if you don't have your credentials set up, click on new credentials. You can just literally sign into your Google. It's going to have a pop-up and you can sign into your email and it will have access to it. Since I've already done that, I'm just going to close this. All right. So for this one, the first one, we're just going to leave operation as send. The great thing about n8n is that now it has this on the right hand corner here. As you can see, it says, let the model define this parameter. So when you click on this, what this means is that this is going to define this is going to define these parameters automatically by your AI model, right? So you can see right here, it says defined automatically by the model. Same thing, we can literally add all of these. So I'm going to click on this and this as well. The email type you can leave as HTML, that's fine. But basically this completely automates that process, where before you had to actually identify who you're going to send the email to by using from AI functionality. But this one is the simplest way to do it. So go ahead and do that. So same thing now. Let me pull this up a little bit. All right. So now we can just literally duplicate this, or just click on tools again, and you can add another Gmail tool. And then this time the operation you can do, for example, get many, right? So what this does is now this is designed for you to get your emails from your inbox. And as you notice right here, this is another great feature that they added, that this automatically now changes the names, where before we had to do this manually. So n8n has been really busy, and they've been coming up with some amazing updates recently. All right, so this one is getting many messages. What I would suggest is make sure you put a certain limit here. I would suggest maybe like put 5 or 3 or something like that, because otherwise you're going to run out of tokens and stuff like that. So go ahead and do that. So I'm just going to leave it as 5. And you can always add filters if you want. So for example, in this particular one, if I go to get emails, for this one, I had what do you call it? I had named it manually. That's why this says get emails, but you can essentially change or have the name be added automatically by the model, or you can add it yourself. So you can do sender, and same thing. I'm just click on these 3 dots, so that way it automatically knows who it's coming from. Okay, so that's how you can add basically tools. So now you can add multiple tools here. So same thing. All right, so now one important thing is we need to make sure that we're defining when to use this tool, because just like this one that we did, right, inside each workflow, we're telling our AI agent, the main orchestration AI agent, when to use this particular AI agent tool. So we need to define that. So let's go ahead and go inside this AI agent. And this one, you need to make sure you're describing things properly, right? So you want to make sure you have a good description here to let the agent tool know, or let this AI agent tool be aware when this should be used. Therefore, so let me go ahead and copy that. You guys can just pause this video and copy and paste this. So let me just literally copy this. Come here. Paste it. So I'm just going to say use this tool for any email related activities. Now this is a very simple description. Feel free to add more description details using Claude or ChatGPT if you want to. If, for example, when you're testing it, if something doesn't work, make sure you go ahead and do that. So another one, I'm just going to go ahead and grab this, and I'm going to explain what's going on. So if I copy this and paste it here, expression, expand, paste. All right. So I'm defining a role here. I'm saying your role is to manage the user's emails professionally using the tools you have access to. For sending emails, sign off as Zubair. So you can change this to yourself. Again, please feel free to take a screenshot of this and use ChatGPT to grab this. And again, this doesn't mean this is the best prompt, right? Play around, see. I just always like to start with a very minimal prompt. So that way, like you can, I can change and add more and more if I see that it's not performing according to my liking. So I would suggest doing the same thing. So literally I'm giving it access to the different tools. So I'm saying use the send email to compose and send messages. Use the create draft to save an email draft upon request. Get emails, retrieve messages when needed. Label email, right? We're going to flag, but this requires message ID from get email. So you're identifying and you're giving it exact prompts on when to use each of these tools. Now, each of these tools, just like I've added this get many and send many, you can essentially keep adding more and more, or you can just click on these 3 dots and you can duplicate this. And now you can just add it here, go inside, and you can change the operation to now, for example, add label, right? If you want to add label here, so that way you can also utilize these little defined by model. So go ahead and do that, and make sure that all of these operations for whatever you want, right? For everybody, it could be different. So now let me go ahead and actually copy and paste, so that way I don't have to type everything. So you guys can see exactly, it's very simple to build here. So I'm just going to bring this over. So I'm just going to copy these 7 nodes. Come here, because it was essentially the same thing, right? Paste it. Boom. And attach. Same thing. That's exactly what we did. It's the same description. It's the same system message, and then all these tools that are available here. Okay, so that's how you add, like, for example, an AI agent. So now, same thing, we can add another one, right? So this time I'm going to add another AI agent as a tool. And this time I'm going to utilize this or use this for calendar activities, right? So same thing, I'm going to give it a chat model. So let me go ahead and give it OpenAI. Same thing, give it tool. This time I'm going to search for calendar. Google Calendar. And you can attach your calendar, and same thing, you have multiple operations. There's create, delete, get many, update, and all of the different actions that are available. Same thing, you can just have select your calendar. Of course, you want to make sure you're selecting your calendar, and then you're going to let everything else be defined by the model. So very, very simple. It's just literally clicking on these different buttons, okay? And then same thing, we would identify the message here. But before we do that, one very important thing that I should have actually mentioned at the beginning, the main agent, so this is your orchestration agent. Therefore, we need to give this a system message to know how to use these sub agents that it has access to as a tool. So let me go ahead and bring that over as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump in here and copy this, so that way you guys can pause this and paste the system prompt yourself. So you'll come to the system prompt, click on expression. I'm just going to expand this. So by default, it just says you're a helpful assistant. But this time I'm just going to paste this so that way I can read exactly what's going on. So here I'm saying you're a personal assistant. Your role is to efficiently delegate user queries to appropriate tools, right? You should never compose emails, summarize content, or manually handle tasks. Your only job is to determine the correct tool to use, tools available. And I'm defining all the different tools. So the tools is email agent, it has access to calendar agent, calculator, company knowledge base, personal expenses. And you can add more and more AI agents here, more tools, but you want to make sure you're identifying and telling this main orchestration agent when to use all of these different AI agents as a tool. So that way it's aware exactly what to do. And this is always a good practice because we're always dealing with like calendars and times. You always want to make sure you add this at the end. Here's the date and current time, the current date and time, and just put these curly brackets and $sign now. This is the function that's native to n8n. It just basically gives it the name. So now you go ahead and you can add other tools. So same thing. So now we have this thing as, and by the way, make sure that on your system, message right here, these names match exactly the name of your tool. So for example, if it says email agent, make sure that this is email agent. The name of this thing is email agent. So this one is, for example, in charge of the calendar tool, but right now it says AI agent tool. So, but when we go inside our main agent here, this one I've called it calendar agent. So you want to make sure you copy this. I'm going to go back, click on this and rename this, right? Because again, that's how we're referring to this particular agent inside our main orchestration agents. You want to make sure everything is properly identified and the names match, because otherwise it's going to throw things off. So let me go ahead and the same thing. I'm just going to now add the prompt for both the description and that, and then also add a system message, right? So same thing. I'm going to go here, use the calendar here, the calendar agent, right? So this one I did a bit of a more description just to show you that there's multiple ways to add descriptions. For this one, I said, expand this, use this agent for all calendar related actions such as scheduling, rescheduling, checking availability, or managing events. Any task that involves calendar data or time coordination should be routed through this agent, right? So that's a very detailed description. So this just shows you that there's multiple ways to add descriptions. So now same thing for the message. I'm going to go ahead and copy this. Go inside and add this. This one should be defined by the model. And this is a system message, right? Expression, expand, and paste. So there you go. Same thing. For the calendar agent, I'm defining the role. I'm saying manage the user's calendar by creating, retrieving, updating, and deleting events using tools that you have access to. What tools does it have access to? It has the create event with the 10D. Create event, get event, delete event, update event, and all of that stuff. And the way we we're kind of giving a little description of when to use each of these. So we're saying for events with participants, use this one. For solo events, use this one. To retrieve calendar schedules, use this one, right? So that's how we can essentially describe when this is supposed to use the tools that it has access to. And the same thing as far as the tools, you can just keep adding more calendars with different operations here. So if I keep searching Google Calendar here, so this time operation this time is going to be, let's say, delete, right? So, and then you're going to select your calendar. There you go. The event ID, I'm going to let that be described by the model. So very, very simple, very easy. As you can see, this is capable of essentially retrieving all of that information. So I'm going to go ahead and same thing, copy and paste this here so that way you guys can see exactly the different calendar tools that I have access to. There you go. I'm just going to copy this, go back here, paste it, bring this over here and just attach it, right? Perfect. So now, as you can see inside the delete event, I have same thing. I've just changed the event to delete and the event ID, I've defined it by operation, right? So let's go ahead and actually, I'm going to test this out now that we did all of this. So let's say, I want to know what my, events are for tomorrow, if this worked or not. I could have screwed this over, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and test it. So I'm going to use the test here. I'm just going to say, can you check and see, if I have any meetings tomorrow? Okay, so I'm going to press enter. So now this should be able to reach out to this tool. There you go. Perfect. It's looks like it's reaching out to get events tool. Yep. Great. So let's see, it's accurate. Tomorrow you have one meeting scheduled for tomorrow week at 3 p.m. Let's see. Yep, that's the main one. And the reason why it's picking this up is because I only gave it from 9 to 5. So it's not going to pick up this 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. And for some reason, it's not picking up this busy calendar. So, but that's fine. You know, you can play around. Maybe I messed up the instructions, but you can see it is capable of grabbing the meetings. Let me see if I could test something else. Let's try the email, right? So this time I'm going to say, send an email to John. His email is john@gmail.com and tell him I can't make it to the party tomorrow. So let me go ahead and send that. There you go. So this time it should be able to utilize this one, the email agent. Perfect. There you go. So, messed that up. There you go. So it's going to use sorry for going back and forth. Perfect. There you go. So it utilized the email agent. It went to send email. And if I go to open chat, let's see what it did. The email has been sent to john@gmail.com because that's what I described. So let me go ahead and see if it sent the email or not. Let me refresh the page and perfect. There you go. So it says regarding tomorrow's party. Hi, John. I want to let you know that I won't be able to make the party tomorrow. Sorry for the inconvenience. I hope all is well. All right, great. So it looks like it's working. So you can feel free to play around with this. And like I said, change the descriptions, change the prompt if you see that something is not functioning according to your liking. So now you can imagine now you can add more and more tools here. So for this particular one, for example, for the personal expense tool, so this is attached to a Pinecone vector database. And in my Pinecone vector database, I have this thing called personal expenses. And basically, this is all of my personal expenses for the past 2 years or something like that. I mean, this is kind of basically like a RAG agent. And I've done plenty of videos on that. If I do a step by step on this thing, this will take a long time. But essentially, you can see that you can add things like your personal expenses with the vector database. This particular one, the company knowledge, as you saw in the beginning. So this has access to this AI agent, has access to the company board contact and the company contacts database, which is a Airtable base, which basically, as you can see right here, this one has the base and the table is contacts. So that's why when you saw the first time when I did a demo for this orchestration agent, I actually didn't even identify which email to use because it automatically knew based on the system prompt here to reach out to this contacts database to grab that person's email and then send that information to that particular person, right? So you can automate that process as well. So feel free to, like I said, play around with this and change the different change the different tools, and you can add more stuff to it. You can also add individual tools. By the way, if you want to learn how to utilize these AI agents and monetize these AI agents, and you can also grab that entire blueprint. So all you have to do is come to n8n. You can just in the bottom of this page, you can download this and then essentially go back. So let me get rid of this. Okay. You can delete this. So all I have to do is click on import from file, get this new AI agent army, and this is going to download everything. This is going to bring everything over for you. So then all you have to do is just go ahead and change these things. Or like I said, you can just follow this video and build it out step by step. And then we also have, I recently launched actually a retail voice AI course where we have a certification program with voice AI agents, which is a step-by-step course where I teach you literally from how to create your voice AI agents with retail AI and how to use n8n for the backend to make your voice agents extremely powerful, including outbound and inbound voice agents. So feel free to check that out. And this is a new course that we just launched. And then also, obviously, if you want to learn how to earn with n8n AI agents, check out our 5-week accountability program where we literally walk you through step by step how to start your AI agency, how to pick a niche, and how to price your services, how to win your first clients. We use this, but we utilize our own AI agency that I have, where we show you exactly how we operate and how we run our AI agency. So that way you can kind of essentially see as an example, real example of how we operate if you want to, or if you're interested in becoming a AI agency owner or a consultant. And then of course our biggest asset is our amazing community. We have people from all over the world. I mean, you can see it's extremely diverse, and people are there for the same goal of connecting and building things together. And we also have a calendar section, so if you ever get stuck in anything, you can always jump in and ask us questions. So I'll put the link in the description for this. Hopefully I'll see you inside. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you found this video helpful. It wasn't too complicated. Again, I'm going to put the link in the description. Hopefully I'll see you inside the community. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.